is hard work. I've been doing this 32 years. We try to be strategic in what we do and have the best outcomes with everybody's money.
Mm-hmm.
Humane Society of Louisiana. Visit our Facebook page, our website, and see what you want to do. Become a monthly member or give one time and see how it goes, and then follow us on Facebook, and you'll see the results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's really, really sad, and it really angers me to hear that that's going on. I mean, to me, it's just like typical government BS, if you want to be blunt
Mm-hmm.
about it,
Yep.
I mean, it makes you wonder who's getting a kickback or who's getting something, like why isn't the help getting to where it's needed? I mean, these poor animals, they're suffering. The
Mm-hmm.
families that need food for them can't get it. I mean, there's just so many.
Mm-hmm.
So many things. Ugh.
So what we're going to do, Patty, just on a more uplifting note, is do a survey. LSART and our governor needs to hear from everybody what their experience was. Because if we keep quiet, then everything stays the same. But let's say we start putting everything in writing and making it a public document of how people were treated, how the animals weren't served, how this group didn't perform its essential duty. So in a week or two, we'll have a survey that people can download, fill out, and send in. And we're also going to try to have a town hall meeting if we get to phase 3, or a virtual one, and invite rescuers and the governor's office and LSART to talk to one another. Because that's not happening, by the way. Very little dialogue and very, very little partnership.
Yeah. And it's really sad because when it comes down to the animals, sometimes I see this, that it's, I don't know if competition is the right word or whatever, but, you talking about the ASPCA and the whole money-making thing, that to me is just, it's so disgusting that, that's what, it sounds like, okay, we're going to send you 5 people, but we want all the donations, but we're really not going to do anything to help you, and we're not going to let anybody else in because maybe they'll get that money that we would otherwise get, right?
Some of that, to me, seems to be what's happening. Are they doing some good work? Probably. Would we know it? No, because they don't tell us except for what they share with their members, and they always give themselves a pat on the back. That I find strange. That's the first thing they do is glorify the few little things they do. But okay, setting that aside, there's so much work to do. The truth is we have to improve how we do our systems, our executions, and the outcomes in Louisiana.
Yeah. Okay, so what else could you suggest as far as I'm flabbergasted. I really am.
People don't know this.
Yeah.
We're all I'm flabbergasted every year. I'm always hoping it will get better, and it's always the same result.
I know.
Same people making the same choices.
And you guys get hit with so many
every year
natural disasters, at least once or twice a year. Here I am down in Florida, and we see this hurricane coming towards us on the Gulf, and then it misses us and heads right for you guys. And I figured that by now you must have something in place.
We have it handled.
I really thought that you would have a perfectly running, smooth machine going on there. Jeepers.
Yep. Nope, not accurate at all. And Louisiana's a strange state. We're last in every metric for a reason. And I keep asking myself, why is that? Why are we last in everything? And Patty, it has to do with our psychology. We really don't give a darn.
Yeah.
There's this lazy attitude of, oh, well, let somebody else, or it doesn't really matter, or we'll get to it tomorrow, or so what? It really is built into and baked into our culture. I've been here 32 years. I can attest to it. I see it every day. Same how we treat animals. The tagline is, oh, well.
Yeah.
But the Easterners, Westerners don't say that. They say, it's up to me. This can't be allowed. It's not acceptable. Our community standards are pretty low in Louisiana for what gets done.
Yeah. Is there a way that, the groups that you mentioned, the LA Paw Animal Rescue, the Lake Charles Pit Bull, the Humane Society of Western Louisiana, and you guys, the Humane Society of Louisiana, is there any way you can, like, get together and form some type of
Form a coalition.
council or coalition, yes, that you
Yep.
could become strong
Yep.
enough that you could come to
Mm-hmm.
this LSAR organization and,
Mm-hmm.
present your case and get the public
Mm-hmm.
behind you, the animal loving public
Yep.
behind you,
Yep.
and get
That's
everyone to
actually
start
been on
sharing the
our mind.
stories. Yeah,
Yep. It's needed.
it
Most of us are
definitely.
crisis driven, so it's always hard to plan out a strategy, but that's what's missing. We do have to form a coalition to
Yeah.
bring to exactly what you said, present our arguments of why we need to improve the system.
Yeah. Do you guys have a local Red Cross that would somehow be able to invite you to work with them and kind of bypass this other thing, or is that not even possible?
We might create our own separate entity that people can have an MOU with this coalition,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it
and we
definitely
divide
sounds
the
like
work.
you need it.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
do.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
won't be monetized. It won't be politicized. It will be mission driven.
yeah, absolutely. My gosh, this thunder. Oh, we've got a terrible storm here. Um, yeah, I know. It's just okay. Why don't you take a moment and tell everybody again one more time how, they can help you out, what you might need.
We're doing food drives to hard hit areas. Grocery stores may not be up and running. They don't have their income has now been lost. So go ahead, give a donation if you'd like. We turn it into buying supplies or asking big companies for leftovers. So just see what we're doing. Humane Society of Louisiana, especially on Facebook, we're an interesting group where we also do this. We fill in the gap in law enforcement. Half of our state doesn't have animal control, Patty, so there's
Mm,
nobody to call for a criminally abused animal, a dog in distress, a cat hit by a car.
oh,
Nobody. So we always are in touch with sheriffs and police saying, let's do a trade. You go do the investigation. If you need to make the arrest, give us the animal. They
yeah,
love that. It's not in their budget. They can't afford a horse down. They're not going to call an equine vet to come take a look and make a determination, but it's in our budget. So even today, I got a call from the chief of police of a tiny little town. Guy's incarcerated, parole violation. Nobody's taking care of his two pit bulls.
mm,
We send a volunteer. He'll add on an arrest, add on another charge of animal cruelty to this guy. He gives us the dogs. We take him to the vet. It's off his plate.
yeah,
We do that almost on a daily basis with some detective or chief of police around the state. Now that's an effective use of people's dollars.
right. Yeah,
There's no middleman, and the people are charged accordingly, and animals get the help they need.
yeah,
So we enjoy that part of it. It's lawful, it's legal, it needs to be done, and the police feel supported. So
yeah.
that's an interesting system we've kind of developed just because there's such a need here.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with me and enlightening us on the situation down there in Louisiana. And I hope that people listening will be able to reach out to help you through donations, or if
Mm-hmm.
they're local, through food and that type of donations. So thanks so much for being with me today.
My pleasure, Phyllis. Thanks for asking all the right questions. Patty, I
Okay.
had the wrong. Here we had a great
Uh,
conversation, and I messed up. But anyway,
that's
we'll talk
okay.
again soon, I hope.
Yeah, we will. Okay, everybody. So I want to thank Jeff
Thanks,
Dorson, the
Patty.
Executive
Yep.
Director from the Humane Society of Louisiana, for being with us. And if you'd like to make a donation to help the pets in need down there, go to their website, thehumanela.org, and you'll be
Perfect.
able to do
Yep.
that for them. So
Yep.
right now, everyone, I'd like to remind you that a lost pet can't tell anyone where it lives, so please be sure they are microchipped and wearing their ID tags, especially during these times right now with storms and fires and floods, etc. It's so important to be able to get your pet back home safe. But if they are microchipped, be sure that chip is registered and up to date. Thanks for being with us today, and until next time, take care and keep your pets safe. You're welcome.